Action.
Why should everyone give this movie a shot? Because I'm in it.
Don't listen to this dude.
That's all I got. No, honestly, for real, it's all about me. So I got nothing else. These guys are pretty good too.
You know, it's might be something better than you'd expect in terms of you come into it thinking, oh, it's just a Elmira movie, small budget, no budget, not even small budget.
Yeah, I think it is possible to have negative money for a movie, and that's what we have. Is actually less money than what we have.
My expectations for this were high, and I knew you knew what you were doing, but I didn't know if I knew what I was doing, so I was like, all right, come on, director. Make me look good, edit right, you know, keep the shots good. But that's what I expected going in, was I did have high expectations for the movie itself. I just wanted to make sure that I lived up to the movie rather than down to my own expectations.
I had seen Todd's work before, so I just had so much confidence in him. I knew that he was just awesome. So I was like, that made me more nervous, because here I'm working with like Todd and you guys and
He's right
me.
there.
And I was definitely nervous, but I was totally excited because I'd never done anything like this before, so I was definitely pumped up. So Todd just like lights up when he's directing, and I know him at work also, and know him here, and it's just like you can just see that there's a fire inside of him and a passion inside of him, and then that makes you want to be better and pushes you to do more and work harder because he has that inside of him. So it's very inspirational.
If you fall and break your neck coming down the steps, I'm gonna make you do it again.
All right.
Which typically is cool, except for, you know, these are going to be night shots.
I'm feeling rushed today.
Why is that?
Because. Here we go. Let me see.
Behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting her ready.
Those weapons have all these cleaning stuff and like no paper towels or anything anyway. Oh, wait, there's something.
The most fun is when we were like first got here on the first day, only because the first day of shooting, I think everybody was kind of anxious and excited, and like we were just like, well, are we gonna suck? I know for a fact, like every scene that we did, I was just like, is it awful? Yo guys, come check out the staircase.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Man, can you imagine falling down these?
You ain't kidding.
This is why we couldn't get in the front door.
Guys, come on. All right, let's set up and do the opening right here, okay?
You know, probably just my favorite part is actually like just laughing more than I probably have laughed in a long time. I mean, this every weekend, you know, we come here and shoot this, and it's just like the most fun thing. You know, it's that thing you do outside of work and outside of everything else, and you can just drop and you can just come here and, you know, have a blast doing this. I mean, you know, people do this for a living, and it's ridiculous.
I think I burned 1,000 calories.
Just sign me up.
Just when you first show up here, and pretty much the whole time, just we get to play other people, you know. In between takes, we actually sometimes will end up carrying over the mannerisms of our characters. Just it's an unintentional escape, but it's nice. It's cool.
Now I play Taylor, and I do relate to her because I can understand where she comes from. She really, really cares about Ethan a lot, so even though he doesn't really give her attention, she's constantly like understanding his passion for movie making, and I can definitely understand that about her. She's a little nuts, but and I understand her confusion, like her when she's scared going into all these different places and then exploring the house. I definitely feel that confusion and that emotion that she has.
So you two would be scared in this house?
Oh, I'd be petrified.
I'm nothing like Jimmy in real life. As you know, I mean...
Total crap.
Me and Jimmy are like so total opposites. It's just like from one extreme to another. Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's a goofball. You know, he's a lot of fun, and I try to make him as much fun as I can. in the movie so that people can kind of see my personality, because the personality of Jimmy at some points are a lot like myself. So I think me and Jimmy would get along really well if he was a real person, because we're like the same person. I love me. Next.
Ethan, I wouldn't get along with Ethan in real life at all, but I've always kind of wanted to have fun and let out a little bit of my inner aggressiveness and be kind of that dick that Ethan can be. But in terms of where I can relate to Ethan, it's definitely when I look at his curiosity and for what's going on in here. Like, they get creeped out and Ethan's just like, oh, I don't think something's weird, but he doesn't really think it's supernatural. He just wants to find out more about it. He wants to use it for the movie. And I don't know, he's got a hell of a drive that I can't say I relate to so much as actually admire a little bit in him, and that he knows what he wants. He wants what he wants, and he's gonna go get it no matter what the person he loves or his best friend who has kids says. But that's a drive that, if you can possess that, is pretty impressive.
This movie's gonna be good. Watch it.
You should see this movie because it follows the script of a genre, like the horror genre, and you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, it's another haunted house, but there's a lot different that happens in it, and it leaves, what I like about it is it doesn't baby step you through everything. It doesn't say, oh, you heard this, here's the reason. It doesn't always say, it doesn't hand feed and spoon feed the audience everything, It'll leave questions unanswered. It'll leave things for you to interpret. And it does things pretty differently than a lot of other movies of this type have ever done it. So it's not what you expect at all. I can guarantee that.
Yeah, and I think you'll laugh, you'll be scared. I think you'll just...
You'll plug your ears when she starts screaming. Oh my God.
But it's different too. It's like so many horror films have like the same kind of thing going, and this is like totally different. And just the place that we were shooting, like it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, so put that all together, and why wouldn't you want to see it? I mean, just watch the trailer and you want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's just a tiny little piece of like everything that happens. Like, it's creepy.
Some people are gonna really like this movie and have fun with it, so that we can keep making movies and have fun. Expectation-wise, if anyone watches this and says, that was awesome, I think goal achieved.
That's a wrap.